My decision is made about eyelid surgery. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Well, as I stated, my decision has been made about my eyelid surgery, and I am going to do it. Now, before I get into the details of it, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, ring that bell for all future notifications, give me a like if you like it, and leave me a comment. Well, I cannot start this video without giving you all a very heartfelt, grateful thank you to all of you. Your comments, your support has meant so much to me. The encouragement that you all gave me, the stories that you shared with me of people you know that have had this surgery, whether it be parents or friends or neighbors, really was so very helpful to me. I mean, I had no idea. I was very apprehensive about doing it because I didn't want to change my look or anything. I don't want to look different. I don't know anything about surgeries. And I know it's just removing some skin on the eyelid, but my goal was to have better vision because that's what I need. And that's why the surgery qualified and met the Medicare guidelines. So you all helped me so very, very much. And again, I thank you so much for your kind comments and your support. I really appreciate it. I don't know if my decision would have been as easy if it hadn't been for you all. Well, now I'll talk a little bit about this. Now, this video will play on Friday, which will be tomorrow, the 15th. So I'm going to go ahead and show the video so you'll know I made the decision. And then the surgery will be done on the 20th, which I believe is Tuesday. I don't know. My days are always all mixed up, but I know the date is the 20th. I do not know the time yet. The surgery center will be calling this afternoon to give me the time and whatever instructions they need to give me. But anyhow, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I had a video a couple weeks ago about a visit to my ophthalmologist, who is also an oculoplastic surgeon. And I needed to get all these tests done and everything for my vision. And because of my heavily hooded eyelids, which may not show up while you're just sitting here looking at me on the camera, but I will link my video below that I showed a couple weeks ago about my eyelids and how heavy they are and how they hang on my eyelashes and how they are affecting my vision. And I do close-ups, so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But anyhow, because they are so heavy and it's closing my eyes down, that my peripheral vision is just gone. Now, this surgery is not going to change my overall vision. That is what it is. It's due to age, deterioration of the eye. I have no eye disease. I have very healthy eyes and healthy eye tissue, healthy cornea, etc. That was all checked out. But because of this excess skin, especially in this area where this all hangs down, it's very heavy. There's a lot of skin here. I'm not getting the light in that I need for my peripheral vision. And so that's the goal of this surgery. And I'm still a little nervous about it, but I've come to a place of peace with it. And from what I understand, like I said, I have not talked to the surgery center yet. That'll be later this afternoon. I'll just go in they'll get me ready. It'll be done in less than an hour, and then I come home. It'll be done under a local anesthetic. I'll get a block, around here, around my eyelid, so this will all be totally numb. And I'll just be awake. Now, they do offer twilight sleep. That's what they give you, I think, when you have a colonoscopy. It's Versed, I know that. And that just kind of puts you like you don't care what's going on. I don't want to have that. That's done through IV. I don't want to have that. Now, they may tell me after I get in there, shut this lady up. Stick that needle in her vein. Because I'm not still very well. It's hard for me to be still and stay still because I'm so doggone fidgety. And I will be asking a lot of questions. If I hear them talking, I'll say, what are you talking about? What are you using that for? What does that word mean? Are you done yet? How much longer do you have on the right eye? Is the left eye going to take the same amount of time? When are you planning to finish? What time is it now? Can you speed this up? This is me, okay? So would you want me talking during a procedure? Probably not. So they may say, come on now, we need to do something to you. If that's the case, then I can't blame them. I know what I'm like, but it's not my preference. I don't feel comfortable with that. Even though it's not anesthesia, I just don't like it. So anyhow, I'll go in, they'll numb all this, they'll make an incision right in my crease, then one right above the crease. He'll remove that piece of skin, and then he'll join the two together and suture it up. From what I understand, it'll take a good 7 to 10 days to kind of get back to my normal life, with the first 48 hours of not being able to do anything. They just want you to rest. They don't want you to do any house cleaning, any laundry, anything. Reason why is there is a lot of swelling with this surgery in your eye and eye area, eyelids, and there can be bruising. Now, fortunately, I don't bruise, so hopefully I won't, but I could. And for the swelling, you've got to ice it every 15 minutes, put bags of peas on it, and all that's going to help. But they don't want, the eye area is very vascular. So they don't want any issues with blood going to the eyes. And that's why they want you to do nothing for the first 48 hours. And you're to sleep in a sitting up or reclined position because of swelling, so that, things go down because of gravity. And that's pretty much it for the first 48 hours. Then for about 3 or 4 days after that, you can walk around your house and do little things. But again, they don't want you to bend over to tie a shoe, lift anything more than 5 pounds, things like that, because they do not want any blood being rushed to that area. No activity. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do my walking for 10 days. Oh my gosh. So because they don't want to raise your heart rate, raise your blood pressure, anything that will cause, again, blood to go to this area. That's going to be the most difficult part for me, is to just be still and not be able to be on the move and do the things that I do during the day. But it's a sacrifice I'm going to have to make. If I want better vision, I'm just going to have to suffer through it for 7 to 10 days. So I'll get through it. It'll be hard. I thought what I could do is maybe be laying in bed after this 48 hours, lay on my back, put my legs straight up in the air, and just walk with my feet. And I'll still be walking just up in the air. I don't know if they'll approve of that, because that might, raise my heart rate and all that stuff. But I'm going to ask just in case. And I hope that it's a quick recovery, that I have no complications. They say if you follow all the rules and do as they tell you, then it should be no problem at all, and I will follow the rules. As hard as that's going to be, I'm going to follow them. So we'll see. But I don't have any expectations except vision, my hope for vision. Now, I don't have any expectations that I'm just overall going to see better, because it's not going to change my vision. It's just going to make it better. It will let more light in. It'll open my eyes more so that I have more peripheral vision. A couple of the comments I received, they said the people they knew that had it done, they were amazed at how it improved their vision. And they didn't realize how bad their vision was until they had it done. So that's exciting. That's something that I can hope for, and I don't feel like I'm setting a real high expectation. So I just wanted to share this all with you to let you know on Tuesday the 20th, I will be having this outpatient surgical procedure done. And while I'm recovering, my videos will still go up on Tuesdays and Friday at 10 o'clock. I have pre-recorded a couple videos to get me through that week. I may come on and give you an update if I'm not too unsightly as to what I'm going to look like those first couple days. I may do just a quick little video just to say, oh my gosh, look at me. But we'll see. I don't know if I'll be brave enough to do that or not. And again, I just want to thank you all so very, very much. You have helped me tremendously, and I am deeply grateful. Well, now it's time for my Inside Beauty tip. And today, that's going to be on expectations. Like I just talked about, having expectations about this eye surgery. So I want to mention Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. And as I read that, I was trying to figure out, how does that apply with expectations? And I feel like I put it together for myself. At least this is what it means to me. That God expects us to guard our heart so that our heart doesn't get sick. Our heart can get sick when expectations are not met. And we all have expectations, and really they're not good. It is not good to have expectations, because most of the time we end up getting hurt. Have you ever had an expectation of a friend that you felt would be there for you during a certain situation? You were expecting so much from them, and they let you down. They didn't show up. They weren't there for you in the way that you needed them to be and hoped for them to be. Have you ever had like a family dinner, or say Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas Day, birthday party, and you have these expectations, oh, it's going to be a glorious day, and we're all going to get together, and it's going to be so much fun, and everybody's going to pitch in, and you're just so excited about it. And you end up so let down, so disappointed, so mad, because it didn't turn out that way. People didn't pitch in. They didn't help clean up like you hoped or expected or thought they would. It wasn't this happy, great, wonderful day. Some people were arguing or bickering. Some came in a bad mood. The dinner didn't turn out well. Something you prepared, you overcooked it or undercooked it. Could be so many things. And you're just so let down. And it just hurts in your heart. And then you start getting angry. And doggone it, why did Susie have to talk about, so-and-so? She's always bringing her problems to these family functions, and it brings everybody down. And why didn't so-and-so pitch in? All she does is sit there and watch while everybody else does the work. And I didn't get to visit with anybody because I was doing all the work. And so you build up this resentment and these angry and and unhealthy feelings, and you're sad about it, and you're very let down because your expectations weren't met. So that's what I'm talking about. God wants us to guard our heart so that our heart doesn't get sick like that. Having expectations, I think, is a human thing to do. We just tend to do that. But if we become more mindful of it, then we won't have them. And that's great. Not that there's anything wrong with having some. They need to be reasonable. You can hope for the best. You can pray for, a great time, for things to turn out, whatever. But don't have those high expectations, because all it's going to do is hurt you if they're not met. And other people cannot meet our expectations. Human beings just can't. Not our spouses, our children, family, friends. They don't know what our expectations are. And ours may be so high that they're unreasonable, but they live within us. And we just end up just being let down, feeling bad about other people, and we didn't guard our heart. So my advice for myself, and you if you want to take it, but definitely for me, is to not have expectations of others. Whatever you receive from them, consider it a gift or a blessing. If things turn out wonderful, you have a lot to be thankful for, and you can say, wow, Susie was such a fantastic help today. Did you see how she pitched in there and cleaned things up? And, you have something to be joyful about instead of sad and down about. That's why I don't set any expectations. Now, let me say one thing. I do have an expectation with this eyelid procedure because I don't want anything to go wrong, and I'm expecting it won't, because he is a qualified, board-certified ophthalmologist who specialized and did his fellowship training in oculoplastic surgery, and he's got 28 years experience, so he better not mess up. And I'm expecting my peripheral vision to be better. Not perfect, not expecting good eyesight, that's not going to change. So I have a few small expectations, but I think they're reasonable. Well, that's my 2 cents on expectations. Please let me know in the comments section if you can relate to what I'm saying about expectations, if you've ever been deeply hurt because yours weren't met, and how you felt about that. And maybe we all can set that aside. And again, just be surprised and be blessed when somebody does something great for us and we didn't even expect it. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you next week in my pre-recorded videos. But the next time you see me, I'll probably be swelled and bruised and whatever, but I'll let you know if my peripheral vision is better. Thank you again so very much. I appreciate all of you, and I'm so very grateful for you all. Until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!